Chaplain Cannon here with the word of the day, and today's word is faith. And I'd like to open up with a quote from John Lennox. Not John Lennon, John Lennox. Now, Mr. Lennox is a world-renowned mathematician, graduate from Oxford University, and I believe a classmate of Stephen Hawking's. Mr. Lennox says, faith is not a leap in the dark. It is the exact opposite. It's a commitment based on evidence. It is irrational to reduce all faith to blind faith and then subject it to ridicule. That provides a very anti-intellectual and convenient way of avoiding intelligent discussion. Now, I know in this modern day and age that is filled with science and logical reasoning, words like faith are tagged for those that are gullible and lack scientific understanding. But is that really so? Or is that an argument force-fed to us? Think about it for just a second. Where did everything actually come from? Can time just begin and can time simply end? Is there an end to the universe? And if so, what's beyond that? What makes up the inside of an electron, which lies inside of an atom? And then what's inside of that? And how small do things actually get? Here's a big one. Knowing that it is impossible for time to start or stop, we must conclude that whatever created us was in fact eternal. Some believe that this eternal thing was a speck of dust that happened to have all the ingredients for life and somehow exploded. Out of that chaotic explosion came an order to the universe which created planets, physical laws, and life itself. Others believe that this ridiculous detail in everything created is pure evidence for intelligent design or belief that God created us. These are known as the ontological, teleological, and metaphysical arguments for God and creation. Now, whichever you submit to, it requires faith, as neither can be fully understood or studied at an observable level required by scientific certainty. For me personally, it's logically more likely that an eternal God created it all. And I won't go into the details of current findings in geology, archaeology, paleontology, and cosmological discoveries that help me keep and remain certain in my faith, but what I will ask is that you take the time on this long weekend and contemplate such things. After all, questions like, where will I go when I die? Am I really just an accident created by a random series of explosions and cosmological circumstances? Is there really a heaven? Do I know for certain that when I die, I'm going to heaven? And if I'm not, how do I get certain? Now that's a big one because it has eternal consequences and it's an eternal question. But take time this weekend to dwell on these things. Become certain with what happens next. And last but not least, focus on what we have been talking about over the last week. Spend time with the family. Forgive others. Forgive yourself. Have compassion for others. Know that there is hope. Remain joyful in everything and take this time to fully grasp your faith. Whatever your faith is in or whatever you believe, look for evidence in certainty. Whether that belief be in a naturalistic worldview or a belief in a sovereign creator, there is no greater question than that as it holds to eternal consequences. I will close with one passage of Scripture as I am sure you all know where I stand. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display His craftsmanship. Psalm 19, verse 1. God bless. That's all I have for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.